All right, guys, this is the first in a series of 2 videos you're going to watch this weekend. It's going to help you do the assignment on absolute value inequalities. Not an easy task by any stretch. You got to watch both. Make sure you watch both videos. I broke it up into 2 separate types so that if need be, you can go back, you can look again if you have a certain type of question. So, again, these are absolute values, so make sure you're taking notes too. Don't just watch. If you're just going to watch, you're not going to get this. So absolute value inequalities. Okay, we're going to work on solving those. Okay, so you solved absolute value equations. So let me remind you how we did an equation. We had absolute value of x equals 7 maybe. Okay? And once the absolute value was alone, we broke it up. We said x equals 7, x equals negative 7. If there was stuff to solve, then we continued solving. The example I just gave you didn't have any solving. So how's this going to be different today if we have absolute value of x is less than 7? And how are we going to do it if its absolute value of x is greater than 7? I'm going to tell you right now, it's all in the setup. All right? Once you set it up, you're going to be able to solve these. But it's all in the setup. Okay? Now, you heard me say on Thursday and Friday in class that less thans were sandwiches. I told you you're going to get tired of hearing this less than sandwich thing. You're going to hear it a bunch of times today. All right? But that's the idea. Okay, so when I have absolute value of x is less than, it's going to be a sandwich. Now, here's the way you're going to set it up. You're going to write the first inequality exactly as you see it with no bars. Notice how the bars are gone, but it's exactly as you see it, no bars. Now, because it is a less than, you're going to sandwich the x stuff with the symbol going the same way. Yes, you're hearing a lot of S sounds today. All right? So again, it's going to go the same way. So less than, we're going to sandwich it. The symbols are going to go the same way. Now, just like you need a positive 7 and a negative 7 for an equation, you need it for an inequality as well. Okay, so less thans are sandwiches. Their symbols are going to go the same way. All right? We're going to do a bunch of these in just a minute. So just kind of settle in. Now, if it's a greater, see how this is greater here in the or. So if it's greater than, again, the first one you're always going to write as is. And then or, you have to include an or. And ors are opposites. So x is going to be less than. We're going to flip the symbol opposite way, negative 7. Okay, now we're going to get a bunch of practice on greater thans in the next video. Let's stick to less thans now. All right, so you've seen how it's going to go. It's not easy, so we got to get to work on this. Here we go, first one. Okay, we want to solve it and we want to graph it. Absolute value of x plus 2 is less than or equal to 5. Okay, again, the questions are pretty simple looking, but knowing how to do it, that's the key. Practice with me, you got a chance. Don't practice, I don't think you have a chance at all. All right, so we're going to break this up. Okay, now, normally if it was an equation, we'd break it up like this, but we're not doing that. Okay, we're not doing the break it up the way we did the equation. We're breaking it up the way we did the inequality. All right, so how do I do that? Well, I have to determine what kind of sign this is. Remember the other day when I said, you got to know what these things are, no more faking your way through it? Well, you got to know, is this a greater than symbol or is it a less than? This is a less than. So again, no matter what you have, the first thing you're going to write is exactly as you see it without bars. It's a less than. We're going to sandwich it with the symbols going the same way. Less than, sandwich, same. With negative 5. Okay, just like we got it involved with the equation, we're going to get the negative involved with the inequality. So again, it's all in the setup. Once you get it set up, you're going to be good. But again, it's a less than. Less thans we're going to make into sandwiches. The symbol is going to go the same way. And now from here, you just solve. This is Friday's lesson, or Thursday, whatever day I saw you last week. Subtracting 2 from each side, so negative 7 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. And there you go, you got it. Okay, graphing wise, that's pretty easy. We practiced it on the last days last week. So negative 7 goes over here, 3 goes over there. Circles at both, they will both get colored in because I have the equal sign underneath them. And then it's a sandwich graphs. You put all the stuff in the middle of your two answers. Boom, got it. Okay, do you get it yet? No, we got to do a couple more. Okay, letter B. So let's go with 3, absolute value of x minus 4 is less than 9. Okay, now just like you have with equations, you can't have this 3 hanging around. We talked about how to get rid of that 3. Divide each side by 3. Okay, good. Absolute value of x minus 4 then is less than positive 3. We divide it by 3. No need to flip the sign. There's no dividing by negatives, although that could come into play. Just not on this one. All right, so now, a less than is a sandwich. The symbols are going to go the same way. So the first one I write is exactly as it is, no bars. No change in it. Exactly as it is, no bars. The symbol is going to go the same way, but with negative 3. And now you've done it. You just got to add 4 to each side. It's all in the setup, you guys. Once you get the setup, boom, you got it. You got it, you got it, you got it. Negative 3 plus 4 is 1, less than x, less than 7. Yes, you can do this. It's not easy, but you can do it. Got to work, though. Got to work. 1 here, 7 there, circles at both. They don't get colored in, and sandwiches, everything in the middle gets shaded. Got it. Another one right. Okay, let's try another one. Letter C. I'd ask you if you have questions, but you can't answer. It's a video. Okay, so I have to wait till you get to class. All right, let's try this. Negative 2, absolute value of x plus 6 minus 4 is greater than negative 10. And you're like, wait a second, Walker, you screwed up. You put a greater than. I thought we were doing less than. Just wait, just wait. Okay, here we go. Add 4 to both sides. You got to get this absolute value thing by itself. You've done this work before, just you hadn't done it with an inequality. Okay, so I got my 4 over to the other side. Now I need to divide each side by negative 2. Now, when I divide by a negative, don't forget, you got to flip the symbol. I wish I had $1 for every time a kid forgot to flip a symbol. I'd be living at the beach right now. Okay? Don't forget to flip the symbol when you divide by a negative. All right, so if that's the case, this is a less than sandwich. So we start with the first thing looking exactly as is. No change, no bars. But we want to sandwich it with the symbol going the same way, and I need a negative 3. Subtract 6 from each side. We got negative 9 is less than x is less than negative 3. And now on your number line, negative 9 over here, negative 3 over there. Circles at both. They will not get colored in, and it's a sandwich. Everything in the middle gets shaded. All right, let's do one more. And I think we'll have it at that point, at least the less than ones. So let's go 3, absolute value of 2x minus 4 is less than 2. So again, I've got to get the bars alone. Okay, well that means I got to add over 4. So I got 3, absolute value of 2x is less than 6. Divide each side by 3. Divide by 3. So absolute value of 2x is less than 2. Less thans are sandwiches. So we're going to write the first one as is. Sandwich it with the symbol going the same way. Negative 2. Got it. Divide every part by 2. And you will have -1 is less than x is less than 1. And there we go. We have it. If they ask me to graph, -1 over here, +1 over there, circles at both. We don't need to color it in, but everything in the middle of it is going to get shaded. All right, so the next video is going to explain how to do inequalities with absolute value if it is a greater than. So go ahead and take a little break, come back, and watch the second video. Make sure you're watching. See you in a bit.